Hello everyone, my name is Katie and today I'm going to be talking about my Millbrook Leathers that I just got in the mail. We're going to be looking at if they are actually worth the money or if they are a gimmick. I'm briefly going to talk about the packaging of it. It comes in this little folder like this, and it has a thank you sticker on the back here, which is extremely charming, I thought. And I had a 10% off discount, and that rounded it up to $149.10 for these pair of leathers, and that's obviously pretty expensive. But if you're going to get a name brand pair of leathers, that'll cost you anywhere from $100 to $150 and up. And then it also came with their little brochure. It has just some information about their business, and then it has some pictures and information on the back as well. We'll get into the leather itself. They sell them on the premise that they don't let your leg move as much, but if you already have a pretty sturdy leg, it'll make your leg just amazing, apparently, or something like that. So we will test that out. And if you already don't have a very stable leg, thing like that, this will help you acquire that. The wider leather to help keep your leg from moving, basically. The cons to the Millbrook Leathers is not exactly the leathers themselves, it's more of the company side of things. Millbrook Leathers does not do returns or exchanges, so if you do get the wrong size or there's a defect or don't know, just all the above, they don't do returns or exchanges, so that's kind of a bummer, especially if you get the wrong size. And that will lead me into the next con, is their sizing chart isn't very accurate. So I feel like they run a little bit shorter than you would think. So I always recommend going a size up, or if you're not sure, to ask somebody who actually has bought them to let you know how tall they are, their leg height, and how it fits on them and how it fits their saddle. That is a couple of cons that I have found with not necessarily the leathers, but the company, and maybe they could do a little bit better on that, especially on the exchange policy. I don't really know why they do that, it's just their thing. We'll just go into some of the pros of the leathers. They do say that you can use these in hunters, and you're able to use them in all kinds of different disciplines. It does have the wider base, so it will give you more stability, and that's what kind of appealed to me. We'll go through some of the dynamics of the leathers. At the very top, you have the stainless steel buckle, and then you're moving down. You can see the fancy stitch that hooks it all together at the top here. They have their engraved Provençalier little engraving here, which I think is an extremely nice touch. So it's thicker up here, and then it tapers down and is the thinner leather here, so it'll be able to fit in your saddle, on your saddle bars. Another nice feature to the leathers is they have numbers next to the holes that are punched here, and it goes 1 through 15, and that's extremely nice. And then of course the iconic Millbrook's leather little button at the end, which I think is a very nice touch to finish off the look of the leather. Pros of the leather, I think that the wider leather base will help my leg from swinging back. I do have a bit of a problem with my leg swinging back, like over fences and sometimes in the flat, so maybe this will give me a little bit more stability. We'll try them out and we'll see how it goes in the next couple of clips.
In music, though, one doesn't make the end of a composition the point of the composition. If that were so, the best conductors would be those who played fastest. Same way in dancing. You don't aim at a particular spot in the room. That's where you should arrive. The whole point of the dancing is the dance.
At the beginning of the ride, I couldn't really tell a difference when I was at a walk or a trot. After I got Ellie to go into a canter, holy moly, hold on to your socks because they are about to get knocked off. It was amazing because my leg didn't swing back and forth. I noticed that the leathers did help prevent quite a bit of movement in my leg at the canter.
Because music, as an art form, is essentially playful. We say you play the piano. You don't work the piano. Why? The whole point of the dancing is the dance.
I hope this video helped you kind of give you an insight on the leathers themselves and if they are actually worth the money or if they're just kind of a gimmick that people buy into, such as myself. I personally like the look of them and I think they are very classy and professional looking and they look really good on your saddle. If you enjoyed this review on the Millbrook Leathers, you know what to do. I will see you next time.